friends, it's Bella. Welcome to Beauty on a Budget, and I've got a tag for you this Saturday. It's a tag I saw done by Monika and she did an excellent job of it, and it's an excellent tag. I really liked it. It was created by Susan, the little poet, and you know, it's a good tag. It's one of those tags that I like to make and I like to watch. So I'm going to give it a little crack, and it's the tag, The Road to Beautiful. Really interesting, and I'd love to see other ladies do it because I really think it's a good tag. Anyway, I'm going to give you my output on it now. So the question number 1 is, when you were a little girl, did you feel pretty? Were you ever teased? I've got it written down here. Were you ever teased in school, and how did that affect you? No, I never felt pretty as a little girl. I think from a small age, I think a lot of that comes from your home life. And I've mentioned before, my father was quite a tyrant and would regularly tell me that I wasn't pretty. And I don't think I particularly was. Honestly, I don't think I was. I was always a bit of a tomboy. My mum was very practical in the way although when I got older, she very much encouraged me on the sort of beauty lines. But when I was very small, she was very practical. You know, I would wear dungarees, and I would have my hair short. My hair was always short when I was a child. So, no, I never felt pretty. I was quite aware of my father's opinion of me, and because he would also put this public, you know, he would say that I wasn't pretty to anybody. That made me quite vulnerable in school, because obviously, you know, even smaller children, if they know you haven't got the backup, then they'll say nasty things, because no one's going to end up coming up and defending you. So yeah, that had a big toll on me when I was little, and there's a big toll on me for a lot of my life, really. So no, I never felt pretty when I was little. Question number 2. Men find these 3 traits the most beautiful in a woman. Do you agree with these findings below? A, independence, B, good at something, or C, kind and nurturing? I think all 3 of those traits are attractive. Certainly kind and nurturing. I still think, even though we're equal rights and, you know, women can do what men do, so forth, I still think we're the born nurturers. And I think that's it's certainly a natural part of me. So yeah, I think a lot of men like that. To be good at something, to be accomplished in your own right, most certainly. And independence, yes, I think every man would admire an independent woman. Okay, so continuing with question 2, I coughed, I'm sorry. About men finding the traits. I think all those 3 traits, really. Yes, I do find they're attractive traits in anyone, aren't they? I don't agree. I think, first of all, when you first meet someone, there has to be a form of chemistry. I think that initial beginning, there has to be a certain spark. When you meet someone, when your eyes meet across a room, I think there has to be a spark before the fact that whether she's independent, whether she's good at something, whether she's kind or nurturing. I think that initial spark has to be there. But I also think that you can meet someone and there's not necessarily an immediate instant spark, but they are so full of something that appeals to you. In my case, it would be the kind, nurturing side of and the gentleness of a man, that man can eventually cause that spark in you, because that side of him has lit that flame. Am I saying it right? I hope you understand. I'm not always good at these things, but I hope you understand what I'm saying. But I think initially, that attraction, that initial attraction, there has to be a spark. I really do. But when he gets to know you, when the relationship goes down the line, when, you know, of course, those other things, you know, a pretty face and a pretty body is not going to cut it for years and years without a few of the other attributes, is it? So, number 3, why do you wear makeup? Can you feel pretty without it? I wear makeup for me. I've loved makeup since I was very, very small, as most of you know. And I wear it for me, and I feel better with it. I can wake up on days, which I very often do, and feel, you know, that illness has got the better of me, or and makeup can change that. And it sounds superficial, I'm sure it does, but makeup makes me feel better. If I've got makeup on my face, if I've got my face looking the best it can, I feel more confident, I feel more positive, I feel more charged. I feel a stronger me when I've got makeup on. Can I feel pretty without it? I have trouble feeling pretty anyway, but yes, I don't need makeup for, particularly when, you know, it's just me and my husband. He compliments me and builds my confidence whether I have makeup or not. But I still wear it every day because it does make me feel better. It lifts my spirits because I love it so much. And therefore, you know, it makes me stronger and it makes me feel prettier. Yeah, it does. But I wear it for me. I wear it for me. Number 4. What is your favourite trait in a woman that makes her truly beautiful? I think true humility. I think when she doesn't realise how beautiful she is. Humility is a huge trait for me. It's both in men and women. I think it's extremely appealing. But true, genuine humility. Yeah, I think that's the most appealing trait for me. So, number 5, what's your least favourite trait in a woman? Dishonesty, ungenuine. I'm such a stickler for what you see is what you get. I really like that. I really like people that lay their cards on the table. And I don't like people with hidden agendas. I find anybody with a hidden agenda I don't like that trait at all in anybody. And just as I think genuine humility is one of the most appealing traits in anybody, I think ungenuine humility is one of the most unappealing. I hope I've worded that right, guys. Okay, number 6. What is it like in America, USA, or your country for a woman growing older? Is it easy for you to fight to be seen, heard, and feel beautiful? Well, obviously, in my case, it's the USA. I think it's all according where you are at the time and who you're associating with, and what sort of people you're mixing with. Since I've been on YouTube, and you know, I've met people that feel the same way as I do and that are trying to do their best and want to look as good as they can for the age they can, and not trying to turn the clock back, but trying to be the best possible look they can be, and, you know, working at that. And I think since I've met the ladies, you know, so many of my friends on YouTube and so many of my lovely subscribers that think that's important, and, you know, that you've got like kindred spirits, so you can, you know, meet people that feel the same way as you do. But sometimes it's hard in the sense that maybe I won't be with, or, you know, speaking to women like that, and, you know, I will get things like, why are you fully made up? Where are you going today? What's the point of all that? You can get that, you know, that's a waste of time. I've got better things to do than paint my face and you do get that. But it doesn't dishearten me. It doesn't dishearten me. It did more so before I found my friends that, and now sort of broadened out and met so many other ladies that feel like I do, that love a beauty regime, that love making the most of themselves, not cocky or, you know, conceited in any way, but really try to make the most of themselves and do what they can to be the best they can. So I did find it a little bit difficult sometimes, because for 65, maybe not everybody probably, you know, it makes as much fuss as I do with all the things I use, but there is a lot that are, and I found them, a lot of them, through YouTube and through my subscribers. So no, I don't find it as hard now as I did say some years ago. So question number 7, when do you feel the most beautiful? Do you look at aging as a fork in the road of choice? We haven't got no option. We're all getting older, aren't we? I think we have a choice of how we get older. I think we have got to be more cautious of our health. Obviously, as we get older, we can be more vulnerable to certain things. We've seen that with the virus. I think it's a time when we, you know, have to reassess ourselves sometimes. Yes, I do. But I don't see it as a problem for me. As I said to the last question, I want to be the best person that I can be. I have no, you know, I'm not chronologically frozen. I'm going to get older. We are all going to get older. But my attitude to it is, you know, it's just another stage of my life. And if God grants me with the health, and a lot of that I've got to work out myself, you know, I'm not, please God grant me good health, but I don't want to do nothing to help you with that, along with that. You know, it's, I do hope I'm granted better health, but, you know, I've got to do my part of that too. And makeup and how I feel and my clothes and looking my best and my confidence and how I treat other people and how I can encourage other people. You know, that's all a good part of getting older. That's all positive. And I think if you try to look at it, I know if you're very ill, it's so hard. And don't get me wrong, I had days when I had a couple recently when my fibro plays up, and I feel, you know, really awful. I feel awful, but I look, okay, this is another little step. This is another little phase of it coming through, and, you know, do my best, and I'll go over this phase when I get a little bit stronger. I'm going to do this and this, you know. I try, whatever state I'm in, to have my cup half full. It's not always easy. It's not always easy. But I am 65. Nothing can make me 55. And I just want to do the best I can. I just see it as another adventure, and hopefully a good adventure. 8. Last question. What are your goals in the next year for a more beautiful you and a more beautiful life? I'm got very simple tastes in my life. I've got the things that are important to me. I've got a husband, a good husband, I've got a home, I've got children, I've got grandchildren, I've got all the things that a close family. I'm very loved, and I've got very, very good friends and loyal friends, and I've got the things that really matter and that I certainly wanted at this age in my life. Not a lot of people have got that. I have taken a lot to work on myself from the very first question of having confidence. And did you feel beautiful when you was young? No, I didn't. Feeling even partially attractive is taken work and time, and I would like to teach others that, not teach, because that makes me sound as if I know so much. I would like to encourage other people and other women that are 65 and feel low and feel, you know, the fork in the road is a dead end. I would just like to encourage them, you know, that to jump on the board that I jumped on and mix with people that make you feel positive, and to encourage them to just to be better themselves, and that they can do it, and that 65 is not the end of the world. If you're granted with good health, 65 is not the end of the world. And there's a lot you can do at 65 with the knowledge and the maturity and the understanding you have in life that you couldn't do at 25. And I would love to encourage other women to feel that. And I think that would make me feel better. I think that would help me, because the question was how to help you know, yourself as well. And it would help me to know that I could achieve that. I've said before many times, I think, that when I get emails that say, you know, I haven't worn makeup for years, Bella, and I just tried a little bit of this because you suggested it, and I tried this cream or I tried that because you suggested it. That is £1,000,000 to me. That is exactly why I started this channel, and it makes me feel fantastic to know that I could have done that. Little old me sitting here in the north of England, that I could have done that for somebody. And that is my goal, to do more of that. And hopefully, yeah, that's for my next year. That's, even if I can reach 5 people that say, you know, you've made a difference to me on how I feel about myself, that would be fantastic. That's my goal. That's what I want to do. So thank you very much for listening to this tag. I thought it's a great tag. I also would like to say to any content creator that hasn't done it, it would be great for you all to do it. I thank Monika, whose video I saw. She'd done an absolutely brilliant job. And of course, I thank Susan for creating such an amazing tag. So I will see you again tomorrow. Please take care of yourselves. Be good. See you later, and I love you all. Bye.